everyone, this is Tony Beers for Toxic Pop News. In this episode, we will be reacting to Hasbro's 6-inch Star Wars Black Series figures revealed at HasCon and New York Comic Con 2017. First is Rose from The Last Jedi. She seems to have a nice sculpt and paint job. I don't know this character, so depending if I like her in the new movie, I may or may not buy this figure. But she looks like a good figure. Next is Supreme Leader Snoke from The Last Jedi. There are two versions of this figure, a standard release and a GameStop exclusive that comes with a throne. His head sculpt looks fantastic. Hasbro does a great job with their non-human characters. I'm not sure about the yellow glittery robe though. It makes him look like Goldmember from Austin Powers, but he is a major villain, so he is a must-have for Star Wars collectors. Next is Force Ghost Obi-Wan from The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He is a Walgreens exclusive. He seems to be the previous Obi-Wan, but with some translucent blue parts and a purple robe made out of a semi-transparent fabric. This figure is very cool looking. I don't really find this figure essential, but it will be a nice addition to anyone's collection. Next is a Praetorian Guard from The Last Jedi. This is an updated version of the Royal Guard from the original trilogy. Hasbro must have saved a lot of paint, as the majority of this figure is just cast in a red plastic, but it does look cool. This will definitely be an army builder for collectors, and fans will want to pick up multiples of this figure. Next is Finn in a First Order officer's disguise from The Last Jedi. I'm not sure why Finn would go undercover, as someone is bound to recognize him. I have a bad feeling about that. Anyway, and unfortunately, Finn was my least favorite character from The Force Awakens, so depending on if I like him more in The Last Jedi, I may get this figure. Next is Poe from The Last Jedi. He is looking very much like Han in this outfit. Unlike Finn, Poe is my favorite new character from The Force Awakens, so I might get this figure. Next is DJ from The Last Jedi. This is the Benicio del Toro character. Many people thought he would have been Grand Admiral Thrawn, so I guess they were wrong. Frankly, this figure doesn't look much like Benicio del Toro. Visually, he looks very plain and generic. And, as I have been saying, I have to see the movie before I decide to buy this figure. Next is Rey from The Last Jedi. Frankly, there are a lot of Rey figures, and when there is such little variation, it's hard to justify getting so many. This one comes with a soft goods poncho, so there's that. But I'm sure there are die-hard Rey fans who have to get every Rey figure. Next is Dengar. He is one of the bounty hunters from The Empire Strikes Back. Frankly, I always thought he was kind of goofy looking. I've always thought that was a bandage wrapped around his head. I kept thinking, why is everyone just standing there when clearly he needs medical attention? Somebody get this poor guy to a hospital. Anyway, he's a bounty hunter that I'm sure many fans would want. Speaking of bounty hunters, from Empire Strikes Back, the next figure is Forlom. He's a much cooler looking than Dengar in my opinion. He's basically C-3PO with a bug's head. He just looks cool to me, and he is essential to anyone who wants to recreate that bounty hunter scene. Lastly is Lando Calrissian in disguise from Return of the Jedi. This figure is probably my favorite of the ones revealed. I always thought that his armor was cool. It fits right in with Jabba's gang. This figure looks to be sculpted and painted well. So that's it for our reactions to the Star Wars Black Series reveals at HasCon and New York Comic Con 2017. Which is your favorite and least favorite figure? That will do it for our videos on New York Comic Con 2017. For Toxic Pop News, I'm Tony Beers, and I'll see you next time. This video is sponsored by the Crazy Kings of Toys. Check them out for all your toy needs and find out why they are so crazy. Find them on eBay, Bricklink, and Facebook. Links are in the description. For more Toxic Pop, visit our website at toxicpop1.wixsite.com/toxicpop. Email us at toxicpop1@gmail.com and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/toxicpop1 and Instagram at instagram.com/wearetoxicpop. Links are in the description.